welcome back to my. Today we're playing some Minecraft in our world, and maybe wondering why do we have boxes here? Weren't there before, and now all of a sudden they are, and they're filled with stuff that used to be here. And wait, all of those um, uh, item frames are now not filled with stuff. Well, I did a thing. I was feeling like I still had a monster of sorting, my temporary to keep putting in there. Uh, and so I built more storage. And when I built more storage, I then realized that this was now the time to reorganize. So I did the unthinkable. I reorganized. And so now I have all of this side in storage. I haven't decorated it yet. And I obviously haven't gotten item frames for everything. But we have all of the wood and the leaves and the saplings all together. Whoops, jumping up. I even I don't have enough for spruce. Interesting. I even for like ones that I still needed, I went and got. I'm going to get extra so that they go properly when I do have it, with the exception being at the very end, dark oak. I have filled the dark oak currently with dead bushes and dandelions, but eventually these will be dark oak, as soon as I find that elusive dark oak forest. But then I went ahead, here, let me, probably easier if I go upstairs and show you. This was a lot of work. I had to figure out, okay, I didn't want to change the way things came in. So if they came in this way, then now it has to wrap around and then it has to go down and wrap around. So I was very, very thankful that I had my, I had my iron farm because I used it quite a bit, but now I have like all the terracotta together. So this will be the terracotta side over here. And I pretty much have all of the colors because I figured if I'm going to be this crazy and this neurotic about things, I might as well make the colors I was missing. So now I have all of the colors. So in case I need them, I have them. And then just here's some various like dirt and grass and roots. Oh, oh, that's no good. That's oh, well, I do believe I am. I mean, maybe I should have looked ahead of time, but I do believe I am missing a hopper there. But then I reorganized all of this as well. So I have still probably the same amount, but that chest is empty. I still have my barriers. I guess I should fix that. I still have these kind of all here, but there's a lot less. Okay, so I know I have bookshelves. Those are chests. And then on this side of the house, a hold place. I have to find them. Because I did end up doing. Oh, these are random things here. I think there's the gold. Okay, so, but you see, I did gold ingots and raw gold so that I could have them together in case, you know, that was the thing that I was going out and I was looking for. Oh, it's probably all stuck. Either that or I have it over here. I'm still trying to get things back to where they're supposed to go. And ultimately, I'm going to break down all of these, and then these I'll just put manually in the Rails one because I don't really need a separate Rails. Well, I mean, that's more than enough. I don't need a, oh my God, it's probably backing up so badly. Oh, gross. All right, well, nice to learn all of these things as that happens, but I haven't decided if the other side is going to have this motif. I feel like, not that I'm going to change it because no, but I feel like the other side sticks out more. You know what? And I'm okay with that as long as it's working, which clearly right now it's not working at all because iron, iron is a thing. Um, no, stop that. But at least it should be working as soon as I get this hopper where it's supposed to be. Gosh darn it. So sure. I was so sure. And there's probably a ton of stuff just stuck in these. Yeah, all the stuff that's been waiting. Oh, good Lord. All right. So then I want that to go down. And then that should start dropping, right? Like now I'm paranoid. Now I need to make sure that that things are getting in these hoppers, aren't they? Yes, no? What is going on? Okay. Why? Why are you not going down? I am so confused. What is the problem? Um, why? Why are you not going down? You're just filling. Should be going down. What is Oh, and now that's probably going to go all the way around. Yeah. Going to find a hopper somewhere in here. I should. So I still have a mess of stuff here, right? Like I still have a mess of stuff. Oh, just when I thought that I had this all fixed and all done up, only to find no, I did not. No, it's now just stuck in a different place. These the ways. It's so close. So close. Um, there's my hopper. Okay. Let's try this now. One more time. And if I can't get this, then I will yeah, I will fiddle around with it later. Why are you still not is that interfering? Yeah. I have worked on this a really long time too, and so it's like it's very frustrating that it's not working. And that I didn't notice it was not working earlier, but it's not going into that at all, and I don't. Okay, well, I will have to come back to that because that's the thing. Oh, I haven't looked at oh, that's a lot of sugar cane. What else have I done? All right, well, so we'll do the panoramic. It's dark outside. I think I have a bed down here. Do I have a bed down here? Yes. Yes, I have a bed in my inventory, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna just sleep in the convenient bed that doesn't make me have to go and do other things. Okay. So we will do the panoramic, but you can see I've done some terraforming. So definitely there's more there's more going on now, right? But I didn't want when I start to build this out, and like I said, we'll go. Um, I'll go ahead and show the panoramic now, and you can see I did some more filling in, and I did some more um, things that allow me to sort of see where I'm going to be placing stuff. I definitely figured out. I think on the other side, I'm going to have some of the wheat farms like I do on this side. So, kind of mirroring the one side versus the other side, right? To make them look like they're all part of the same, um, part of the same city, part of the same structure and the way things happen around here. Um, but and then I filled. I want to show you the backside um, of the island, and I'm going to make it an island. I haven't dug out the middle yet, but I am going to make it an island, so it will be um, that little area that connects it to the sort of craggy, spiky area next to my place. Um, that'll ultimately become its own thing, and then I'll have to figure out, do I take down the one section or not? I probably will. I haven't made that ultimate decision just yet, but I do want to give myself the opportunity to do so, just in case I do want to do that sort of thing. But what I do want to do is, like I said, last time we did one of these, is I'm trying to put the framework in, but I'm trying to do it in stages, right? Like, so um, I'm trying to do like the thought of having just this sort of platform, right? Like, and on the other side, right? Because I kind of want to get the elevations the same. But I was thinking, okay, but I didn't leave the side over here, which granted I still have left it pretty natural, but not exactly the same. And so what I really wanted to do was sort of mirror that. And I had started to do that initially, right? Like there was a little bit that was already there for me initially. And so what I took some time to do really was, once I built up one of the walls that face the other side of the village, right? Like I then took some time to just build up sand around the base, right? And then as I was building up the sand, I was trying to find places. I think honestly, when I take a step and look back, I think this one side looks too busy. Um, I think this looks a little it looks too busy, I think. Oh, I'm gonna throw some meat. Well, I'll pick that up later, I guess. I guess I should get it now because I'm not gonna remember to get it later. Where the did it go? Please, Louise. One piece of steak. Okay, fine. Oh, there it is. Like where did it go? Um, then I have troubles getting in. Because like I like how this side looks. It's not it's not as aggressive, right? Like we do have one section which I probably will leave that alone. That'll be how this sort of area over here will look. But then it gets lighter, it gets lighter. I might make that a door. I might not. It all depends how often I need to get in from that direction now that I've made a hole down here. But now that I'm looking, let's like when we take a step and look back, right? Oi, my boat having issues. I think this half over here looks way too busy. And especially since the plan is um, right about here, right? Like, I'm going to get out. You see where those stairs are? This is going to be the end of that area. And I might have another set of stairs coming down here. And then this will start the, like here's how deep the farm is going to be on this side. And then we'll have those kind of houses on this side down here. And so that farm will kind of go down and around. And I'm thinking that what I'm going to do is probably get rid of this. I'm gonna get rid of that sand altogether and then just bring it sort of around. So probably cut off this right here, and all of this sand will go somewhere else and serve a different purpose. And then yeah, and then this will get leveled a little bit, like, because as you can see when you come over here, you can kind of see that that's the base. So if this is the base, then all of this needs to be down one level. Although I might just bring this up a level. I don't know. I feel like this is kind of high. But if the yeah, see, for the most part, this bank isn't very isn't very big right here. And so either I make the bank come up and meet this, so like I get rid of this little ledge, or I make this little ledge more of a walking platform, maybe around the farms, because that would kind of look nice, like a place for the villagers to walk. Um, Thinking more like modern walkways around functional areas, kind of thing. Obviously, it's water. This water's got to go. But then I wouldn't have to I wouldn't have to terraform this so much because it would be on the level that it's supposed to be. So I would just take that up. But this will all be those one houses. We'll have lots of farms going out and around. And then that'll lead to like figuring out what that side is going to look like too. Do I just continue the farm motif, just have villagers everywhere and all of that, or do I actually um, do something a little different over there, right? Like, because the other part of this is this upper part, right? I've started to These were going to be the 2-story and 3-story houses. This is about the size uh, of the length and the width of the houses that are going to be. So there'll be like 2 here, there'll be 2 here. And then if I did the calculations correctly, there can be another 1, 2 here. And then we'll have to figure out, my guess is I'm going to probably put like little stalls over here because I don't want this to be plain, but I don't want it to be, it can't be houses, right? Like, because otherwise the houses would be really, really tiny. Um, and then this will go out probably another couple of another little bit, right? Like I said, I kind of want the hanging garden to sleepy time. Let me get my bed ready. I kind of want the hanging gardens to peek out. So, um, I mean, I covered the water almost all gone. There's there's the last little bit of that water that was coming up this way. I've covered the water pretty much, and then I need to terraform this a little bit. I've decided that if we're going to leave this, I probably will make like a little bridge, I think, over this water. I mean, there kind of already is a little bridge. There's this area. Water does this nice little flow. Let's sleep real quick. But like I said, I haven't completely planned it out. I'm kind of doing it as I feel. Yeah, I think this water needs to be filled in because I don't like how the water goes down here and down here. So it's possible that I'm going to be insane enough to fill some of this in and terraform it so that it goes kind of straighter out. Yeah. Yeah. The thought of it doesn't fill me with joy, but I know that getting this to look a little cleaner instead of how Minecraft kind of does things will be much better. And some of this is because I've hit blocks and the blocks caused the water to update. But yeah, so we're making progress. We're definitely getting a basic idea of how things are going to look. I think this area will look really great once that's right. There's stairs right here. I think this will start to look really great once the buildings start going in, and it'll be kind of an interesting sort of peekaboo moment. And I don't plan on this going the full length, right? Like I think we're going to. I still have to figure it out, honestly, of how far this is going to go over. We know that. Oh, hi, hole. There's a hole there. There's probably a really big hole there. Yeah. And yet I still tried to do the jump. All right. We know that this is going to be, this is how far we're going to go out here. So this is quite a bit of length. And it almost hits when we get to this sort of, like I've said before, craggy bit of this side of the island. But I don't know that I want the the houses to come all the way here, right? Like that would put some serious because here's where that would have to come to, right? And yeah, we could do that, and that actually might that might section off the island a little bit now that I'm thinking about it, right? Like, because all of that could be farm and lowlands, right? And then this would come all the way to here, which sections that off. And this is quite a bit higher. And so then we might be able to um, leave this at this height, right? The issue becomes if we leave it at that height and we don't bring it down is what do we do with the rest of this, right? Because it'll look like I just didn't care about the rest of this island, which, to be like quite honest, I wasn't thinking this far over, but definitely something needs to be done with this because that's not helpful, and this um, is not great. Like we can have actually the houses come all the way to here, terraform this a tiny bit, and just be like, that's how the houses were created, right? The houses started here and then worked its way around as merchants became richer and whatnot. Like that could be part of the lore. Um, and then the houses come all the way here, and so then the peekaboo is just that one side where you can see. So it makes it look like the Hanging Gardens were there first. and then people built around it, which is what humans have a tendency of doing. Um, but there's where the hanging gardens is going to end, is right here. This is the end of the 178 by 178 or whatever I measured out by. And so if that's the case, right, it comes to almost the very edge of this corner, and then we'll have to figure out this mess of stuff, because that goes down quite a bit, and there's a lot of hanging sand here, which is unfortunate. And there's just big, big gaping holes, right? Like, you talk about cliffside, right? That is very cliff-like. And then we have more uneven elevation here. I think this is going to all have to get leveled, honestly. Unless we just assume that civilization only happened on that side of the island, which that doesn't make sense to me, right? Like that's not how human nature works. That's not how um, towns and cities and whatnot. Like we we as humans have a tendency to do human sprawl, but I already started like taking down some of this area because I know all of this is going to be part of the hanging gardens at some point. Because the other side of the gardens pretty much ends on um, this side of the island, which is kind of nice because it means that I probably can't build too much over here, and so this side of the island is going to have a really pretty view of the hanging gardens, which I think will be magnificent. I'm hoping, right? Like all of this is a work in progress, and hey, I'm proud that I've built so much. I need to build some more houses over there, get those houses all built. Um, I'm trying really hard not to make them cookie cutter, so that it's not, hey, look, they all look the same. I mean, they do from the outside, but I mean in the inside, right? Like I kind of want them to each house have a feel, right? But I do kind of like from the hanging gardens, which, there will be walkways up here that you'll be able to see like the life there, and you'll be able to see the houses over here, right? And you'll probably get, the higher up you go, you'll get a glimpse of the um, the wheat fields that will be on the outside area over here, right? Like you'll get a sense of agriculture per se, which I think will be really, really cool. Like, so I'm still really excited to work on this. I've decided, I don't know if I mentioned this last time, I'm going to mention it now. I'm making it all one, and then I'll go back and not make it so uniform, right? But I need to get up the structure and the sides of it first. Like this doesn't matter because this is just the floor. But the sides, the walls that you see, I want to do kind of like the same terraforming that I did over there, or not terraforming, but just the same sort of um, variation, right, to the walls that I put up over here, just so that it looks worn and looks not so similar. So that will happen to those walls at some point. Yeah, that's too much. I need to dial all of that back. That is way too much. But that'll be after, like, when I start to get into um, just non-terraforming and non um, building, when I want just to do something creative, like make some variation. So, um, but thank you all for watching. I hope you're enjoying sort of how this is all coming. I hope to get some more of those buildings built so that we can start to see um, what one side of the city looks like versus the other side of the city. It should be really exciting, and I'm really happy with how everything has started to turn out so far. So there are some things that I definitely am running into. I understand now why builders have lots of beacons, so there will be sadly, some wither skeletons in my future. Um, which means I need to go back to the nether, which is not my favorite place by any means. But the sun is setting, and so I must go. And so watch. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.